Finally, the weather is perfect for riding, off-road riding, because I was waiting for a new test since February. I've got with me the Yamaha Rally, the 700 Tenere, and also the Aprilia Tuareg, two of the most wanted and anticipated mid-weight off-road bikes for 2022. We went on a trip for today, and I'm with my friend Adrian, which is a hard enduro rider. He knows his way with this type of bikes, so we wanted to find out which one is the best on street and off-road. First of all, we have the rally version for the Tenere. It has different changes, like the saddle is different, it has a bash plate, it has LED lights, and also a different exhaust from Akrapovic, which sounds a bit better, although it's Euro 5. This one over here, it's it was launched last fall. I've tested it at the press launch in Sardinia. Beautiful bike, nice machine, very close in numbers, a bit more power for the Aprilia, a larger tank also for the Aprilia, and I think a smaller price, but we will discuss everything today. So tell me, we went on road for 100 kilometers. Which one felt better, the Aprilia or the Yamaha?
Yamaha, it's more stable, in my opinion.
So when you go on twisties, on the open road, you feel it more stable, more stick to the asphalt.
More stick to the asphalt.
It's like you're on a limousine compared to this one, which is a bit more twitchy, a bit more agile. It's like poking you and telling you, hey, pull a wheelie.
Go faster.
Hell, go faster. Do something about it. Yeah, I felt that too. It's so impressive. Let's talk about the comfort level. This one felt a bit more comfortable, I think. The Aprilia.
Yes, the saddle it's more comfortable.
A bit more cushion for the saddle.
Yeah,
maybe
correct.
just because that one is the rally version. A bit more wind protection on the Aprilia because it has a wider screen, and also the tank is a bit wider. The ergonomy. When you sit, the handlebar is in close reach for both bikes, but I think the position it's a bit better on the Aprilia.
It's a bit better for big boys.
For taller riders like us, it feels better.
If you are taller, then you'll feel much better the wide handlebar.
Okay.
If you are a little bit small, you will feel Tenere much
so
better.
it's quite connected to the height that you have.
Yeah.
So this is a very important aspect when buying this type of bikes. You should test it very thorough. You should go for a day or two of riding on each one of these two, because I think, yeah, for me too, I felt the Tenere it's more suited for any type of rider than the Aprilia. Aprilia
Correct.
feels, as we said before, a bit more agile, a bit more experienced tuned for more experienced riders.
Exactly.
What about the power? The power output quite the
It's
same.
almost
The same.
But Aprilia it revs much
Easier. Yeah,
easier.
it goes like a race bike compared to this one, which has a bit more torque down in the RPM range.
Yes.
Okay, so that's a helpful thing while going at the slower speeds. When you roll the throttle on the Tenere, it will go like a tractor.
Correct.
This one will go like a speedster.
Exactly.
It will
It feels in high revs. It feels like a sporty bike.
Yeah, definitely. What about the suspensions? On street, they're quite the same. A bit more travel, I think, in the spec sheet for the Aprilia. The suspensions on the Tenere feel a bit softer.
A little bit softer.
It's quite a package to go for longer trips. It's not comfy, but it's good enough. I think it's a bit comfier, as we said, on the Aprilia, but you still need the larger windshield for the Aprilia in order to get as much wind protection as possible.
Correct.
Okay, so if I was to talk about the electronics, we don't have electronics over here. Cabled action compared to the Aprilia, which has riding modes, ABS, traction control, and a dash that can be connected with the phone. These are different stuff. So if you're a tech guy, you should take the Aprilia for on-street riding because you have all these gadgets that are helpful. Considering the traction control, which is a must right now, I'm still waiting for the guys at Yamaha to fit a traction control system on this bike.
Yes, the electronic package, it's much complex and much better than Tenere, which, as you said, it have only ABS.
Okay, so for overall riding on street, you've said that the Yamaha Tenere feels more stick to the asphalt. It's a bike that, it's close to everything that you rode your entire life. Compared to the Tuareg, which is a nastier bike, it's like a small devil that you have on your shoulder, and it's poking you to do stuff. So let's put it like this. This one is for experienced riders that know what they're doing, because it has, even the brakes are a bit sharper on the Aprilia.
Yes, the bite, it's very nice.
It's a much beefier bite over there than on the Yamaha, although they are Brembos. Yeah, that's quite interesting actually. On this one, you feel more like a gentleman. You feel more like a normal guy riding,
yes,
comfy on your way to work, or on your way to your fun land like we did today. So what would you choose in order to go on street trips?
On street trips, if I don't have a larger experience, then I will choose Yamaha Tenere.
Okay, otherwise it will be the Tuareg.
Correct.
Now let's talk about the off-road part, because we were like up with those miles until our ears. It was pretty nice. We even got the same tires on these two bikes. So yeah, it was quite head-to-head. We wanted to see which one is the best. The only thing that was missing over there was the same experience, because Adrian is such a good rider. So tell me, Adrian, because you are such an experienced rider off-road, you've went on the Tuareg, you've went on the Tenere. Which one felt better in regards of ergonomy, riding position, the handlebar position, everything that it's important for a day long of riding off-road?
On off-road, the ergonomy on Aprilia is much better, much closer to my feeling.
To an enduro bike, to a real enduro bike, okay?
To a real enduro bike. Maybe if you are, as I said, a smaller guy, maybe then you'll feel Tenere much appropriate to your style.
Yeah. So the main difference is that I've spotted is that this one it's a bit more narrower, and this one is a bit more beefy. You can move along front and rear. The grips on the tank that comes with the Rally are pretty nice. It offers you a lot of leverage, so you can squeeze the tank in between your legs. Otherwise, this handlebar is lovely. I love it because you can do maneuvers, slower maneuvers, even easier with the Aprilia than with the Tenere. Also, the suspension on the Aprilia, it's quite plush. It's longer travel, and it feels that it's more stick to the tarmac, to the ground actually, to the surface, than the Tenere. The Tenere, it's a bit softer, I think.
It's a little bit softer. I have a little bit more weight than a usual rider. So if you are going very fast with a lot of gas on your wheels, then the suspension on a Tuareg are working much better on high speeds than the suspension on Tenere.
So this is an advantage for the Aprilia.
Yeah.
The electronics, yeah, I think this one was meant to be simple. You only have this ABS button, but I have to complain about it because I would love to have it on my controls. Yeah, on my handlebar. It will be easier to remove it. After every start-stop, I need to press on the dash.
Correct, but it's supposing that you are going
on road again.
On
it's
road
a safety feature. I can imagine.
It's a safety feature because the probability to broke something on the handlebar.
Yeah,
maybe on the rocks.
It might be.
It's
higher. Yeah,
it's higher.
Yeah, so it might be on the Aprilia. You have the electronics package that everybody wants right now with the traction control, ABS and stuff. But you remove everything. You take everything off. The ABS on the rear, the traction control, you take it off because yeah, you want to ride it as hard as possible. So you put it in off-road mode, and then the bike it's plain, simple, just like the Tenere. You feel that the punch on the Aprilia it's more helpful while going up hills than on the Tenere. You feel it more because the engine revs a bit faster.
You have to rev it. It's
these two bikes need to be revved, yeah, in order to go up. I learned that today.
Yes, but Aprilia it works lovely when you rev it, when you go harder on gas.
Okay.
So if you are a beginner, maybe you don't feel the Tuareg so comfy, so how do I say?
So you want to tell me that this one is meant for more experienced riders, just because it has a punchier engine, better brakes, and the position it's closer to.
I felt that.
Okay, so I felt that too. So this bike it actually wants to be ridden very fast, so therefore you need to have some experience in order to get on the saddle and do the things that everybody can do with the Tenere.
Yes, when you are riding very fast on off-road, you have to be careful because this bike is turning very quickly.
Okay, so
in any direction. So
you have to know your thing.
To know. Correct. And Tenere, it's very stable.
At high speeds, you told me that. Yeah, it's a stable bike at high speeds. So the Tenere, it's impressive. It needs just some more attention than a normal bike. You need to spend some money and time in order to adjust the suspension to make it work better on off-road. Otherwise, on street, you can use it just as it is, but you need to fit some suspensions in.
Depends of your
experience. Yeah, we were talking about guys that already
your riding level.
Yeah, guys that already know what they are doing and they want to ride it harder.
Because
just like Paul Torres, because you see those videos online and you're like, okay, I want to do that. Let's talk about the. Sorry, you were saying?
If you are a beginner, then you'll feel more comfortable Tenere. More, how do I say, reliable, more
close to your needs, I think. Yeah, you can
like
do everything that you want with it because you won't be riding like 70, 80 kilometers on this kind of roads like us.
You have some confidence with all the package of the bike.
Yeah. So
the Aprilia is turning very fast. It's a little devil as a bike. So if you don't have too much experience, then you
can get in trouble very
quickly with it.
The price, because this is a very important aspect, and I forgot to mention that this bike, the Tuareg, has tubeless wheels, which are very helpful when it comes to street use, touring. On off-road. It depends on the things that you get through.
In off-road, I like the wheels with.
Yeah, you can lower the pressure. It's a different
Yeah.
discussion when you're talking about hard enduro, hard off-road. You can you also want to have this type of bikes, spoked wheels with tube inside. But on-road, these ones are a bit easier and better to use, less weight and stuff. The electronics package that you have over here, the price is lower. It's like 11,600 on our market. This one it's 12,500 on our market. We are talking about euros. So what do you choose? What bike do you want to get? Because the fuel consumption is pretty much the same. The bikes are reacting pretty much the same. This one, it's a bit faster overall because it's designed to be this way. You have everything that you can wish on the Aprilia. On the Tenere, you should add up some things here and there, but the main factor about the Tenere is that this bike can be ridden as it is, starting from a novice going to an experienced guy. You can do it with much ease than you can do it with the Aprilia. The Aprilia requires experience. So let's put it like this. With the price and everything, the Aprilia wins.
Yes.
The package is more compliant. It's better on the Aprilia, but you should test it because it requires some skills. The Aprilia will require some skills in order to be ridden, as shown in the presentation movies.
Yes, exactly.
The Tenere, it's a more friendly bike. It remains reliable and old as we know it.
And very stable. Very stable.
Very stable.
So if I would want to go to Mongolia, for example, then I will change something in the suspension, maybe
take the Tenere.
And also the handlebar, and I will take the Tenere.
Okay, then I will join you with the Aprilia.
Yeah.
So we can see over there which one goes faster. So this should be it. We decided that the Aprilia, it's a more, it's a fair package. It's a better package and should win this test. But the Tenere is not a bad bike. It follows just behind, and considering everything that we've did today with these two bikes, we are pretty amazed about their performances and pretty happy with everything. We should go riding some more because I love it.
Yes,
I'm starting to grow fond of these two bikes and this environment. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe and we'll see each other. Ciao.
Ciao.